Hello my loves, this class was designed for those of you who have been put on bed rest for cervical cerclage. So this was requested by one of my online yoga circle members, so if you too would like to request a class, I'll leave the links below for how you can join us there. But basically the most important thing at this point is I want you to follow your doctor's advice. Today's class is going to be super gentle. As you can see, we're going to be doing it from bed, and I really wanted to create this class because I know what it's like when you're feeling that anxiety in your body that something is wrong with your pregnancy, something is wrong with your baby, something is wrong with your body, and you're not able to move because you're afraid that in moving you'll do something to jeopardize the pregnancy or hurt your baby in some way. And that anxiety can be crippling. So I think it is important, even if you are on bed rest, there are some things you can still do safely. You can still move your arms, you can still move your legs without putting any pressure on the pelvis at all, because that is what we want to avoid when we have a cervix that's not exactly doing what it's meant to be doing. I don't love the term incompetent cervix, so we'll just stay away from that language altogether. We're also going to focus in this class on just relieving some of the general aches and pains that you can get when you're lying still for such a long period of time. So if you're spending your days on your back at the moment, things start to ache, so we're going to focus on relieving that as well. We're going to start in a seated position, so please use as many pillows, as many cushions, rolled up blankets, anything like that to get yourself comfortable in a sitting position. If you would prefer to be a little bit propped up and reclined, you can also practice these poses in this position. If you feel comfortable too though, I'm going to get you to come into a sitting position. I like to have something just underneath my tailbone, helps me to sit comfortably here with my legs crossed, but you can have your legs out in front, whatever works best for your body at this point in time. So we're just going to start super gently, finding that comfortable seat, thinking about lengthening the spine, making sure there's no tension in this area. So seeing if you can relax your legs, find a position that feels good for your legs. And then as you inhale, I just want you to take the shoulders up towards the ears. And as you exhale, breathe out through the mouth as you drop them down. Good. And again, inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Good. And then take the left ear over towards the left shoulder. Just getting a beautiful stretch down the right side. You see if you can focus on breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, and sending that breath to the low belly, sending that breath to your baby. Really filling up the belly and letting the belly be nice and soft in this practice. And then just gently take the gaze down towards the belly so that the back of the stretch is getting a beautiful stretch now. Keep gazing down towards that beautiful belly. You could even bring the hands to the belly, taking this moment to connect with your baby. Maybe telling your baby everything's okay. And in telling your baby, also reminding yourself. And then take the right ear down towards the right shoulder. Still keep that length through the spine, so try not to round. Right ear to right shoulder. See if you can also drop this shoulder down and away. Breathing in and out through the nose, full deep breaths. Good. And then take the arms wide, so draw the elbows back behind the line of the body. Really opening up through the chest here. If it feels okay for your neck, you can also gaze towards the ceiling. And then exhale, round the back and bring the elbows in towards each other. Good. Inhale, take the elbows back behind the line of the body. Big breath in, and then exhale, bring the elbows back together. A little round through that upper back. Inhale as you open. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Good. Release the hands down into the lap. Take a few rolls through the shoulders. So draw them up towards the ears, then send them back and down behind the body. Inhale and exhale. And then reverse, so take them behind and then up to the ears and then draw them forwards. Think about reversing the circle in the opposite direction. Good. Let's take the left hand down and just gently lean over, just starting to encourage this side body to stretch. And then draw the shoulder back. You could put the hand behind you if that felt good, maybe holding onto the cushion if you're sitting on one. If you've got a little bit more space, you could lean down a little more. And then if you've still got a little bit more space to move, you could then take the arm up and over, really increasing the stretch down the side body. And then inhale, let's come up and move to the opposite side. So again, taking it nice and slow, just inviting our bodies to start to gently open. Reach around behind you and start opening up through the chest here. And then if and maybe when it feels okay, you can take that arm up and over, increasing the stretch. Continue those long, full, deep breaths in and out through the nose. And then slowly return back to center. Let's just take a few pelvic circles here. So there's really no right or wrong. It's just like moving the upper part of the body, getting a little bit of movement through the spine. It should feel good through the belly, through the pelvis. But if it doesn't, listen to your body. Let's reverse. So I think one of the things that can come with cervical cerclage from the women that I work with is we start to become afraid of our bodies, afraid that our body is failing us, and afraid to move in our body. And I don't think that that thinking is overly helpful, though it's very normal. So we want to try and come back to this place of being in our bodies, being okay to move, and trusting in our bodies as well. Good. Come back to center. Bring the hands to heart. Find that length through the spine once more. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, draw the elbows up. Exhale, press the hands away, making a round through that upper back. And then inhale, take the arms to the sky. These are circles of joy. Exhale, draw the elbows down slowly. Good. Rest the hands in the lap. Let's do one more of these. Hands to heart. Interlace. Inhale the elbows. Exhale the hands away. There's no hurry. We can move mindfully and carefully. Really get out of this feeling of like wanting time to pass because you desperately want that baby in your arms and you want this worry to end. See if we can come back to a place of just enjoying each moment, trusting in this moment, being in this moment, rather than wishing it away. Bring the hands to belly, hands to your baby. Close down the eyes if they're not already. And in that spirit, take a moment here just to connect. Breathe deeply into the belly. Imagine you're breathing with your baby. Each breath in for you, see their belly and chest rise. And each exhale for you, see them exhale too, resting in this beautiful, safe space within you, calm and relaxed. open the eyes. I know for me, when I spend a little bit of time on bed rest, that my legs would get really achy and sore. Even though I was not walking around carrying a lot of weight on them, they would still get really tight, and my hamstrings in particular, so up the back side of my legs would get really tight. And then that would move up to my back, and it would just be all sorts of problems. So we're going to do a gentle forward fold. So just take the legs out in front of you. I find it really helpful to be sitting up on something. If your hamstrings are quite tight, having that pelvis tilted forwards is really helpful. And then I want you to get some extra pillows off your bed, because we want to make this as comfortable as we possibly can, so that you can just gently lean forward. So there's lots of space here for the belly. Rest the hands in. You could make your stack a little higher if you need. A really yin type posture here, where we're just inviting the body to stretch just by giving her time, giving her space. So just leaning forward, making sure that you can feel it through the legs. If you want to, you can flex the feet back. See if you can soften through the face, the shoulders and neck. Soften through the back and chest, making sure the belly is nice and soft. Relaxing through the thighs. Good. And then slowly release yourself back up, moving the props out of the way for the moment, that we might need them again shortly. We're going to come to lie on our sides, do a little bit of work here. So make sure that you're comfortable in this position. If you need a pillow between the knees, that can sometimes help. So what we're going to do is typical Pilates move, but it works beautifully within a yoga class as well, is clams. So you're going to keep the toes together. You're going to keep the hips and the shoulders in line and mostly straight. So try not to be leaning forward, try not to be leaning back. Make sure that your beautiful belly is supported. So maybe if it's only a little belly and it feels like it's dragging down, a little pillow underneath the belly to feel supported will help. Rest one hand on the belly, and you're just going to gently inhale, open the knee up, and then exhale, close it down. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. So really slow, mindful movements. You should be feeling this in the glute, or you will do shortly if you're not yet already. If there's any pelvic tension or pain, rest. And just take this time to be mindful and with your baby. We don't want to push anything. We're just going to be nice and gentle. Keep breathing. It's almost like the slower you go, the harder you work, even though it probably doesn't look like too much. That mindful movement can be very engaging through the muscles and quickly starts to build tension where we want it. Let's do 3 more of these. 3, 2, good. Last one. 1. Maybe give that muscle a little bit of a rub. And then we're going to stretch into the front of this thigh by reaching towards the foot and then just gently drawing the knee back. See if you can keep the shoulders soft. Just enjoying that stretch through the leg. And then release the foot. We're going to reach forward for the foot now. So draw the knee into the chest. And you can stay here if you can't quite reach the foot. But if you can find the foot, reach around and just draw the knee up. Again, it works equally as well, just holding the knee. Sighing out any tension or emotions that might be coming up for you. As a side note, this is also a great position if you end up having an epidural during labor in order to create an open pelvis. So having that side lying position where you can't move too much, but being able to move this leg around with the support of the hand or with the support of your birth partner is a really great option. So maybe just file that one away for now, in case you end up during labor having an epidural. All right, so just make some movements with that knee if it feels good to do so, taking some circles one way. And the other. Good, and then release that knee down and release the head from the hand. Make sure that you're comfortable here. Take the left hand on top of the right and then just gently inhale up and over. So creating a little bit of opening through that upper part of the back, but not creating too much of a twist that we're putting any pressure on the pelvis. Just take a full deep breath here. If you want to, you can creep the knees up a little just to increase the stretch a little bit. Good, and then slowly return the hand back down. Use the hands to support you. We're going to roll over to the opposite side and work the same poses on the other side. So take your time getting there. There's no hurry. Supporting the head in the hands once more. Stacking the knees, stacking the ankles. Getting yourself as comfortable as you can be. Feel like you're supported. You might want a cushion behind you, cushion under your belly. And then when you're ready, inhaling to open the knee and exhaling to close. We come back to this mindful movement, resisting the urge to go super fast, resisting the urge to want time to pass. I know when you're on bed rest, and it can be quite boring, though also debilitating with anxiety. You just wish you could fast forward to a time in the future where things are okay. But I do think there's a bit of magic when you can also be in this space with your baby and enjoy this moment right here, because really this moment is all we have. So see if you can take the time to really enjoy all of these beautiful, quiet moments with your baby. Dream about them. Send them all the love that you have. Let's do 3 more. 3. I don't know about you, but my glute is starting to hurt. 2. And 1. And give that muscle a bit of a rub. Maybe even a stretch out long if that feels good. And then find the foot in the hand. Come to the quad stretch. So just gently draw that leg back. Good. And then release the foot, holding either the knee or the foot if you can make it there. And just draw the knee in towards the armpit. Sighing out any tension. And then starting to take some circles when it feels good to do so. Reverse the circles in the opposite direction. Good, and then release the leg down. Release the head, take the arm out. Right hand on top of left. Inhale up and over. Find that twist. Beautiful, gentle twist. Just relaxing here. Good. And then slowly coming up, we're going to come into our child's pose, but use lots of props for support. So again, if this doesn't feel good for you, feel free to skip it. Everything is an option. If you're feeling any tension or awkwardness or pain, of course, you're definitely stopping if you're feeling any pain, but any sort of discomfort in this pelvic area, then you're skipping these poses that I'm suggesting. So I'm using pillows, but I've got all this space here. My knees are nice and wide so that when I lean forward, I've got lots of space for my belly just to hang. And this can feel really nice when you've been lying on your back for a long period of time or on the side, just to let baby hang in this space. So really relax through the belly. See if you can also soften through the shoulders and the face. Maybe just letting a little smile creep onto your lips. It may even help to do a few sighs, inhaling through the nose, and then exhaling out through the mouth. And again, inhale. And then just settling in here. Your next inhale, slowly coming back up. You might want another pillow for this next one, or even just some more dense pillows. So it will depend on what you're currently using. We're going to take the legs to one side, and then we're essentially just going to drape ourselves over this little mountain of pillows. And again, just letting the belly hang. Feeling free to adjust the feet as you need to make more space. And just softening in here. Letting the side body really soften. To slowly bring yourself back up. We're going to change and move on the opposite side. So bring the legs over. And then just drape yourself over this side instead. Letting the shoulders be soft. Face relaxed. Feel the belly fully on the inhale and soften completely on the exhale. Perhaps coming back to that vision of your baby breathing with you. Breathing in and breathing out and relaxing. Breathing in. Breathing in the energy of the breath. Breathing out any worries or fears. Breathing in and breathing out. And then using the hands to support you. We're going to keep the pillows where they are. I'm going to use them as a support for our back. I just move my back a touch so that I'm completely in the frame here. And then I just want you to lean gently back. So this should feel good. If it doesn't, get as many other props as you need. Rest the palms up to the ceiling or bring them onto the belly, whichever feels better for you. My feet are in towards each other with my knees falling out because this is a really natural, comfortable position for me. If you prefer, you can take them out long. Make sure you're comfortable. That's the most important thing. If you've got any low back issues, more pillows underneath the knees is going to feel really nice so that the pelvis is just tilted back a touch. So make sure that you're comfortable and then settle in completely here, letting everything get heavy. So there's definitely a difference between being in bed because you've been told to be in bed and enjoying being in bed. And so for the next 10 minutes or so, I want you to see if you can embody enjoying being in bed. You know that feeling when you've had a really long day and you have a shower and you get clean and you're feeling so sleepy and you snuggle into clean, fresh sheets. That's the feeling we're trying to embody here, really relaxing into this space and being happy to be in this position. Softening all muscles, noticing any tension, and just fully giving ourselves this time and space, this moment with our baby, relaxing here. I'm going to draw an oracle card. Please stay where you are. Keep breathing deeply in and out through the nose. And just listen to the message. Maybe it will resonate for you today. The card I've pulled is called Miracles. The challenges you now face are crucial to your future success. Sometimes things are tipped on their head so that a new perspective is visible. A cycle ends and a new one begins. And with a new beginning, a miracle unfolds. For you deserve to be and have what your soul desires. Life is a miracle, and every moment a blessing. Sometimes a moment is all it takes for everything to change for the better. Keep breathing. Keep resting in this space until you hear the singing bowl ring. You're welcome to stay where you are if you're comfortable. I'd like to encourage you to bring your hands to your heart and just take a moment to honor your body and all that it's doing for you, being a sacred vessel for your beautiful baby, a sacred vessel for all that you've created within your life and all that you will ever create. And too often we take it completely for granted. Allow yourself to hold yourself in this space, in this challenging time, with love and with grace. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. It is honestly an honor to share these practices with you. If you would like more classes for pregnancy, for preparing for birth, for postnatal recovery, for all of the challenges that can come up through the transitions of motherhood, please come and join us over in my online yoga circle. I will leave all the links below that you need. See you soon.